Well. If it isn't you, and it isn't me. We back at it like a fucking crack addict, guys. Let's get right into this. All right? We're going to be reacting to a pimp destroying a fucking Instagram model. Brick by brick. Destroying. Pulling that bitch apart. Breaking her down. All right? So let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, let me open up the chat. So, before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to my brother Dariel, man. Look what he made for me. He made me a fucking website. Let's go. If you guys want a consultation, feel free to come on here. One-on-one coaching. You can go ahead and give me a call, book it on here, and you and me will talk. I will teach you everything that I've learned. As you can see here, entrepreneur, influencer, over 88,000 now views on YouTube, motivational speaker, sales professional, fitness coach, and dating coach. I got all my story here for the most part. The rest of my story is on IG, my new IG right here. And yeah, guys, feel free to come on here. Like I was saying on my Instagram, my story is I come from nothing. And at one point in my life, I was addicted to substances. I did not have confidence. I did not have a nice body. I did not have social skills. I did not have a good mindset. I was addicted to pills and drugs. But then guess what? I started to study people who were successful. And I started to study what it is to take control of your mind and curate a life that you like. And so I began changing. It's been over 1,000 days that I've quit all these drugs, and I've been working on my body. I've been working on my mindset. I've worked on my communication skills by, first of all, doing YouTube as well. I have over 500 videos, and it's improved my communication overall. When you learn how to communicate, you can talk to women better. You can talk to people better. You can sell more. I learned how to sell. I've done all these things, and I want to teach you guys how to do it because I'm not a selfish person, and I want all of you guys to improve as well. So if your confidence is a little shaky, I got you. I'm going to teach you how I have unshakable confidence. I'm going to teach you how to make your body into something that you can actually look at in the mirror and you can actually respect, because I promise you it's an amazing feeling. I don't have these addictions that are tying me down. I don't look myself in the mirror and I'm not mad that I have a fat body. I don't look at myself in the mirror and I don't have respect for myself. So all these things happen once I learn what I learn. So that's what my website is for, guys. You guys can go ahead and hop on here. And I'm looking forward to talking with you guys, man. I'm passionate about this shit. I'm passionate about helping young guys to improve. So if you are serious, only if you're serious, come on my website and let's work. All right, let's get right into it, baby.
Doing a podcast on the No Jumper platform. And I feel like the one thing that we've yet to see from Sharp that probably the world wants to see is him communicating with a woman. I thought, what better woman to start with than Blue Jasmine?
I think that's pretty dope. I think it's gonna be live. You might rob my chain. No, that ain't what we gonna do, baby. See, you fucking up already.
I'm interested in so many ways. I want to know what you want to know about her. I want to know what she might want to know from you. So, yeah, I guess let's...
Sharp is a real pimp. Like, he actually be pimping them hoes out there. He's not just like a pimp because he has game. He is a pimp.
Let's break
it. I'm about to pop it off. How long you been in the game, baby?
Or maybe he was. I'm not sure. But he was definitely a pimp.
Girl.
What game?
The game. Don't play. Well, yeah, there we go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just say it. How many years you done been fucking with this shit for real?
I think I didn't know that I was already like gaming niggas. You know, I'm Spanish, so our mothers teach us from young, not to game niggas, but you know what to do and what not to do and how to move correctly when it come to men. And I think like since 13, I've been getting stuff from men that found me attractive, and I knew I didn't like them, and What'd
your mama and daddy think about that shit?
About what?
About you getting shit from grown men, getting phones and shit like that.
I don't know.
See, what I be telling you guys about women that go on dates and they have no intention of sleeping with you. They just want the food. They're just there for whatever it is they can extract out of you. So you really got to vet these women. You got to be careful, because as you can see right here, I mean, she's a walking red flag for that shit. When you see a woman like that, she has her lips done, she has her ass done, she has this jewelry, Prada, all this shit. You already know. She's the type to fucking run you dry. Your pockets, she'll run them shits dry. So got to be careful with these women, because they will definitely use you if you don't have game and you don't have understanding to see what it is they're after.
Oh, if they, yeah, no.
They never question that shit about who's paying the phone bill. They never raised no type of suspicion to nothing.
I mean, the first time that I got a phone from someone, I think I was like 15. That's when the UPS guy asked me for my number. He used to deliver packages to my grandma's house.
Grown ass nigga.
Yeah, he was grown. And I said I didn't have a phone. I said that was just my response. I didn't say that knowing that he was gonna get me a phone. I was just like.
And for those of you who are out there buying women who you have not seen any real interest from, she has not tried to sleep with you. Well, you have tried something and she's reciprocated. She hasn't shown you any type of attention, none of that stuff, and you're giving her gifts. You're delusional. I've had a guy try to stab me with a knife. Obviously, he had a knife in his hand at work because of this chick that he liked, and he would be buying fucking $1,000 Cartier bracelets, and she never liked him. The dude was delusional. And simply just because I never did nothing to the guy, simply just because I talked to her because we were co-workers, the guy tried to stab me. He pulled out a knife. For what? That's the only reason, because I never did anything to the guy. So these people are delusional as fuck out here, man. Stop buying these women gifts who don't even like you.
I don't got a number because I don't got a phone, but I really did have a cell phone, but I wasn't gonna give him my number. And he came the next time and he delivered me a phone, and he paid for the phone for like 6 months. But I rarely used that phone because I already had a phone.
But when you told your mama and daddy, because I'm sure they saw you with 2 phones.
No, I didn't. They never came up.
It never came up. They never said nothing about you. Oh well, shit. You know, my daughter got 2 cell phones. They never just heard a different ring on another phone that they know they.
Is this how you get girls in the game? You are from.
Her mom was probably a finesser too. A lot of these women who are finessers, their mothers are finessers too. And they teach them early. Listen, this is what you got to do to extract some shit out of a man, okay? Just act like you're interested. Act like you just give him just enough hope to think that he might be able to smash. And that's how you extract shit from him. If I was a woman, man, I'd be dangerous. I'd be out here extracting shit from motherfuckers. Why? Because I know the fucking game.
From a phone?
Because my mother, I already had a phone. So the only thing I told him that I didn't have a phone because I didn't want to give him my number.
But see, you ain't say that though. You act like, you know, you was coming up, you know, you didn't have to, oh shit, you know, you was young, you was just moving, you was cute, you know, you was popping, you was popular, whatever you want to call it. But this man offered you a cell phone, this grown ass man. So you've been doing this shit for a long, you obviously can say that you've been kind of dibble dabbling with it since you was a little kid, right? Since you was young. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what did your mother, because I know you was talking to your mama and daddy, you was at home with your mama and daddy. Your daddy had 2 crack houses.
I didn't live with my father at that point.
He had 2, but you knew about him. You knew he had 2 crack houses.
What about it?
I'ma say this because you say you came up fucked up, right? Mm-hmm. You say it was kind of fucked up how you came up. Shit was slow rolling. Okay, well I don't know not one motherfucker. I'm being for real with you. I don't know not one motherfucker that was in the game, in the dope game, especially back in the day, and their kids was hurting. I don't know that. I ain't never saw that. The shit, them niggas was fly.
Oh yeah, real quick. Like I told you guys, this is my website where you can book consultations or whatever. I forgot to say, it's down in the description. You don't even got to look it up. Just go down to the description and go ahead and click on the website. And if you're ready to work, let's work. Let's get right back into it.
Harder than us if your daddy was selling dope.
So by the time I don't know if you watched the whole interview, but I also
I caught a kicker. I caught a twist to it. And I heard what I was supposed to.
So by the time I was like 13, I was in foster care. So I was not living with neither of my parents. So yeah, they wasn't around. I was doing whatever I wanted.
How you know what they was doing?
Who was doing?
Your parents.
What you mean?
How you know what your daddy and them was doing if you wasn't around them?
I know what my father went to jail for.
Yeah, that's you know what he went to you. Yeah, no, you say he
on. By the time I was 13, he was already out. That was when I was little.
Yeah, but he was you was 13 already when he came out.
I was grown already.
You was already grown. Okay, so you said 13 ain't grown. 13 ain't.
Yo, I don't know why the fuck I'm itchy. I know it looks like I'm on fucking Percocets or crack, scratching and itching. No, I'm just fucking itchy for no reason.
Grown, baby. That still got teen in it. anything with teen, and I don't even like to play with. So that's why I was asking you. I was like, okay, you was dealing with these older men, you know what I'm saying, these older niggas or whatever you want to call them. Cause see, to me, I call them tricks. So I don't like classifying them as niggas. I hate when you be saying that shit like, oh, I want to break a nigga. Shut that shit down for
New
real.
York, so that's
no,
regular
granted.
slang.
But I'm gonna be real with you. I'm black, so when I hear motherfuckers.
For those of you who don't know, a trick in pimp terminology is a man who is willing to pay, who is paying women and can't get them pretty much. He's the customer. The pimp is the motherfucker who be getting the money from the women, and the trick is the guy who pays.
Just say, you know what I'm saying, I want to break a nigga. I'll be like, what the fuck that shit supposed to mean? You know, break a nigga. They've been breaking us already for 400 years.
You give her an N-word
taking
pass?
it too personal.
Huh?
You give her an N-word pass?
I don't want to, but I mean, shit, if she been saying, hey, that's cool, I don't want to because, you know, I've always taught even chicks that come around me, man, hey, clean that shit up and get ladylike. That ain't how ladies talk.
And you say it like that, clean that shit up? That's how you tell them?
Clean that shit up,
I
yes.
ain't cleaning no shit up for
Clean it
someone
up.
to tell me,
They
clean that
should.
shit
You
up.
need to clean that shit up because it's sloppy.
Because you're used to dealing with simps. He's an alpha male out here.
That shit be sloppy,
I
man.
feel like you've never been with a guy with this kind of delivery, this bravado.
That's not true.
No?
No.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
If you did, you ain't last long. Not talking like that. I'm just saying, you ain't last long. You couldn't have.
I don't know what that
Not
means.
talking like that.
I don't
See,
know what that means.
See, I like that though, because you'll play that shit down and still come up and get into the mixture. I like that shit. See, she play it down. She know when to humble that shit.
What'd she say?
You couldn't have. If you did, you ain't last long. Not talking like that. I'm just saying, you ain't last long. You couldn't have.
I don't know what that
Not
means.
talking like that.
I don't
See,
know what that means.
Trying to play dumb. I don't know what that means. You know what that means. Come on
See,
now.
I like that though, because you'll play that shit down and still come up and get into the mixture. I like that shit. See, she play it down. She know when to humble that.
She's a fucking finesser. That's what she is. Knows when to play stupid. Knows when to act coy.
She and keep it moving. She know when to turn the switch on and off. She ain't crazy. That's what I like about it. She ain't crazy. She know.
This is retarded.
No, far from. I just hear some of the shit that you was kicking, and I'm gonna tell you this, baby, for real. To be honest with you, I believe that you know what you do. Hey, that shit ain't even no hoeing to me, man. You know, you tried to claim that shit. You know, city girls and all that shit. You know, them bitches was modern day hoes. Them was some real hoes getting to some real bread, man. And even though they gonna fuck up a lot of childhoods because you know what, they done brainwashed a lot of bitches.
Straight up. Brainwashed the new generation to be a bunch of thoughts and bops and fucking doing all this city girl shit.
To sit there and believe that, okay, this is what you do. You go break a nigga here. You go do this, do that. No. See, you have to understand something. The type of niggas that you probably deal with that you like to break, see, they money gonna run out. Go get what you a CEO.
I mean, listen.
Go ahead. Go get what you a CEO or something. You ain't talk about going and get with none of them type of people. All you keep trying to talk about is breaking niggas.
The person that was paying my bills, he was a businessman. He owned several spaces in Manhattan and city. A CEO of what?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like that's
why
who
was
you're
you
getting
going?
whips and apartments out of,
Yeah,
right? It's
those
like
are the
older.
CEOs, is the
You're
ones
not
that's
trying to
giving
get
the
an
whips in the
apartment out
apartment.
of some like dope boy that's
Why the
like
fuck
hanging out in the
no?
corner,
Fuck.
right?
boys is still in the club.
But fuck
and
the
Sam was
apartments.
still in the club spending 10 bands, 5
Fuck the
bands, 3.
apartment.
Man, men need to do better. How the fuck are you going to let a woman run you dry for everything that you've got, all your hard-earned money? Why? Because you want to chase a woman? You got to understand that losers chase women, women chase hustlers, and hustlers chase the bag. Chase the bag. Because when you chase the bag, the women are going to come regardless. How can you be a man who just loses it all because of a woman? You're going to be seduced to that point to where you need that woman so bad that you're willing to spend every single dime you have on her. Come on, guys. We got to do better. We got to do better. Whoever these guys are out there going completely broke over a woman, we got to do better. You got to focus on yourself. Build yourself up so that women can come to you and women can be attracted to you, as opposed to you going out there and having to do all this stuff, losing all your money.
Those are the kind of guys you hang out with because you just like them, right?
What you mean?
Like the scammers and shit. Like you just kind of feel their vibe.
No, I don't like them type of guys.
Oh, okay. See, I think like the principal conflict between you guys is that Blue Jasmine holds herself to be a part of a certain level of tricking and hoeing. She doesn't consider herself to be, a surface level, like low level.
That's the
chick.
fuck no. It's not about being a
Whereas
low
you've seen
level
it all.
chick.
You've seen it all.
Man, come on, man. Up, down, round and round. Uptown, downtown, all around.
He knows the
And
streetwalkers.
It's different. A bitch that fuck for money, I think, is different than a bitch that talk for money.
I bet that he might have something to say about
How
that.
you talk for money when you said you let him eat your pussy out 5 times first?
On a guy
They gotta
that
eat
I
your
like, a man
pussy.
that I like.
A man that you like, but you still trying to break him. Breaking him is breaking him.
Breaking
Breaking
what
him
you
is
mean
breaking
break?
him.
What you
There's
mean by
no,
break?
it's not. There's no feelings involved in that breaking. You want the money from the nigga.
Straight up. Because if you had feelings for the guy, you wouldn't be trying to break him because you genuinely be attracted. You would genuinely be infatuated with that guy. So there would be no type of breaking involved. The only reason why you're breaking is because you're not into him and you're only with him because you're trying to extract something from him.
It's
You
not always
want the
that-
money from the nigga.
I think if I'm letting someone touch me sexually, I like them. You get it?
When
it's
you
like, I
said
really
that,
like
but you
them.
said he got to eat your pussy at least 5 times.
That was the game to the girls. I was saying, don't give it up.
Don't give up the wrong game.
Pussy.
Don't give up the
That's
wrong
not the
game.
wrong game. My
Less-
point is that don't give up the pussy.
less
If you
is
like
more.
a nigga and you want that nigga to catch that nigga, don't give up the
We
pussy.
talking about getting bread right now.
And to
We
me,
talking
it's
about
both.
getting bread.
Because why
We
you
talking
want to
about
catch
getting
something
bread
that don't got
because
bread?
that.
See, and this is how women will get you. This is how women will get these type of men so wrapped up in their shit is because they give you just enough for you to think that they're interested, but just enough so that you have doubt. Just enough so that you think, does she even like me? She'll give you just enough. Like she was just saying, she'll let you eat the pussy 5 times. 5 times. Why? Because she's trying to give you just enough so that by the time you've ate her pussy 5 times, you're going to be so wrapped up in her shit that at that point you're going to be seduced to the point where you need her. You're willing to do whatever it takes. And that's how these guys get to this point, to where they're losing everything they got. Because at that point, you're so attached and you can't let go. You need to learn how to detach yourself. Detach yourself so that you're not afraid of losing anything. First of all, respect yourself. And second of all, detach yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, you can't detach yourself. And in order to respect yourself, you have to have standards. Because your standards should be to never, ever, ever put your pride to the side. Lose your pride to gain a woman, right? Because at the end of the day, if you lose your pride, at the end of the day, you're going to end up losing the woman as well. Why? Because a woman's not going to respect a man who completely disregards himself in order to get her. So at the end of the day, you have to, and I know I say at the end of the day a lot, take a shot every time I say at the end of the day. Fuck it. Let's get drunk. All right? You have to prioritize yourself. You have to have standards. So you have to be able to have boundaries in place. Like when you go bowling, what do they have? They have the 2 little rails on the side, right? It keeps the ball from going this way or this way. It can't let it get into the gutter. So when you as a man don't have these boundaries, these guardrails, you're going to end up in the gutter. But when you have the guardrails, you already know, okay, I'm not going to put in too much if she's not putting in too much. If she's only putting in a little bit, then I'm going to put a little bit. So that way it keeps you from, because the only reason why these guys get so wrapped up in their shit is because they give them a little bit, just enough, and then you give them a lot. So once you've invested a lot, now you feel attached. Now you feel like you've invested, because when you invest a lot into Bitcoin or something like that, right? The higher the amount, the more the attachment, because you work for your money. You work hard for your money. If you invest $1, you're not going to be attached. So when you invest in a woman, coffee date, a little drink, a smoothie, something like that, you're not going to be too invested. But once you go on 5 dates and you're spending hundreds of dollars on the food and you're eating out her box, you're going to be attached, brother.
That shit's intertwining. You want the feelings to come with the bread, and that shit intertwines too much. If you're going to be about your business, be about your business. See, we can sit there and talk about...
I mean, I can pick and choose.
We can sit
who
there and
I'm
talk
my
about...
business with and
We can
who
sit
I'm
there
not.
and talk about, the CEOs that, then gave you, some cars and a little bit of money. But did the man pass you off a business? That's where you win.
Nah, but I learned
That's
how
where
to
you
be a
win.
business
Get the
women
business.
from
No,
being around
fuck
these
learning
people.
it. Get it passed to you. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right, Adam?
All right,
It's
so the
not
man-
what you know, it's who you know.
It's
Get
both.
that shit passed the fuck off on you. If your game
It's
is strong, less is more.
It's true.
Getting your pussy 5 times, you don't know where the fuck that man's mouth been.
What?
Come on, you put a body condom on?
You saying like
You put a body condom on?
you
to
saying
do that?
like
Come on, you ain't do that.
what you saying make no sense. I'm saying
Cut it
if a woman want to catch a man, like if I like this guy,
You was talking about getting your pussy ate 5 times
yeah,
from a man.
before you fuck, I feel like before you fuck a nigga, let him eat your pussy a couple times.
You
I
ain't
might get a
doing that.
tummy
What you
ache.
mean?
That's
You
a lot
ain't
of pussy.
doing all that. You telling me right now, if you got with an NFL player come and grab. Can I?
Yo,
Let me speak. NFL player comes to you, right? He tell you, you end up liking him, like you say. You know his bag is up, whatever the case may be, and you tell him to eat your pussy a couple times. You think that man just gonna sit there? Him being in the position that he's in. I'm not trying to call you a regular schmegular, but you think that he ain't gonna sit there and balls to the walls your motherfucking ass.
Guess what?
You got life fucked up.
I talked to an NFL player before.
You got life fucked up.
And I could call my friend right now without even telling her what's going on. Didn't let him fuck, ate my pussy, gave me his credit card. I went shopping with my friends. With my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck. I told him no, I wasn't fucking.
What do you think?
My pussy,
You
and
told
he
him
gave
no,
me-
you wasn't fucking.
Assuming that
I
that's
could
true,
literally-
what do you
I
think
said-
of that kind of guy, and what do you make
It's
of
a
this
big fact.
situation?
That type of motherfucker to me right there, love one, to be
and
honest with you.
$90 million
hey,
contract.
He was just trying you. He's a professional. Just as much as there's professional hoes, there's professional tricks.
Okay,
You gotta
whatever it
understand
was.
that game, baby.
You just said
they
that I
know
wouldn't
how
be
to
able to
play
do
it.
it,
No,
but
but
I
they
did
know how
that.
to play it. That was candy money.
I did that already.
For him to turn around, listen to me. He gave you that, but just the other day, he probably sat there and gave the bitch $500,000. The other bitch, and she really wasn't around for nothing. He was just making a mad move with you, but you will glorify that. No, get the bag for real when you're around him. It ain't about getting your little pussy, your little TT bone ate at. It's not about that. It's not about getting your little TT bone ate on, man. You gotta show her, man. Less is more.
That's my point.
Less is more.
Less
no,
is more.
no.
And I'm not sitting here condoning pimping or anything like that, but this is why a woman needs a man's guidance, because she's only thinking small. He's thinking for the bigger picture, and that's why the pimp is there to manage the woman. Because as a man, we know how men think. And we know, like I just said, if I was a woman, I'd be dangerous. Why? Because I know the game. I understand this shit. So the pimp is there to provide guidance for the woman. Because women, naturally, they're going to think emotionally and they're going to think short term. But as a man, you think long term. You think about the bigger picture, like he's saying. She's talking about getting her pussy ate. He's talking about getting the big bag, not the small little bag. He's talking about passing on businesses as opposed to just getting your pussy ate and thinking that's a flex.
Oh, you talk
That's my point.
No.
But it's
Is
like,
is
if you fucking with a nigga that make $90 million, or let's just even say a regular or whatever.
So you think he
less
wasn't
is
giving you
more.
no candy money by doing that?
No, I'm sure, you know.
You should have
I
knew
went
that,
to
so
like
you
10
should have threw
bands.
that shit
That's
already
nothing
to the
him.
side. That's left field. That'll be sitting for later. That's minute. You got to be looking for the bigger bag. Mm-hmm. The bigger bag dealing with these motherfuckers, man. For
So that's what
real.
you teaching
These are
me?
professionals.
So how
I'm
do
just
I
trying
get
to
the
tell
bigger
you,
bag? Can
listen,
you teach
baby,
me that?
conduct yourself, of course. Conduct yourself more ladylike through it. Get your vocabulary
point.
up. Get your vocabulary up, son. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. Professional tricks, they ain't gonna like how you talking. We already let me speak, and I hate even having to give this game up, but I'm gonna give it up for free. We got color to our skin. They already looking, no offense to you, they already looking to downplay us. So our vocabulary has to be on a bigger mindset.
You have to code switch. At the end of the day, you have to learn how to code switch. And I'm in sales, so I understand this, because you don't talk to everyone the same. When I talk to someone who's Puerto Rican like me, I'm going to talk to them a little bit different. When I talk to some white folks who are old, I'm not going to talk to them the same way I talk to you guys on YouTube. I got to code switch. Why? Because there's certain places to talk how you talk, and there's other places where you kind of got to switch it up a little bit in order to be more professional, in order to have the other person, because if their culture is completely different and they grew up a completely different way than you did, you're not really going to resonate with them, as opposed to if you code switch, now you're going to be able to resonate with them. You're going to be able to persuade them a lot better.
You can't nigga them to death.
Oh, no.
Think about how many listen to me, think about how many white professional men would have wanted to just even come and just even involve themselves with you from this, but when you opened your mouth, you fucked off that bag. Think about it.
I don't know.
If you really think I know.
Me,
Trust
personally,
me,
I'm
I know.
gonna keep it real with y'all. Telling y'all that I come up here and game niggas for breath. Fuck.
No, straight up. And that's true. When a woman's like, even me, when a woman starts talking like that, I don't want to date no woman like that. I don't want to date no woman that's, sounds so ghetto and so ratchet. Even if she looks good, it's just a turnoff. It's like, is that really your mindset? Is that really your mindset to be all ghetto and ratchet and nasty? Like, I get what he's saying. That shit is a turnoff. So especially a man who's a CEO and professional and wears a suit and is in the suburbs, he's not going to want to be hearing this shit, no matter how she looks.
Up the bag, because nobody want to fuck with a bitch that's gaming niggas for bread, because you're gaming bitch.
You
Like,
did an all tell story on how you would, if you did it. You reminded me of OJ, like when he said he wrote that book. If I did it, this is how I got away with it.
She did it on like 5 different podcasts in like a 2-week period too.
Exactly.
You gave them. You listen. That ain't. But listen, like I said, them, even to them city girls, them was modernized hoes. And with them, I think even they gonna look back, because I heard you. You kept bringing them up. So I want you to know, like, I knew of them, a couple of them bitches, and like they was really at the bag. They wasn't talking about it like how you talking about it. See, they just sell that kind of music. Let me speak. They just sell that kind of music. That's not really what they was on. They just knew that they was gonna poison this shit though, and it's gonna fuck up a lot of lives. When they get older, they gonna see what they done created.
But that's like
a bunch of little dick thief mongrels that don't even. Hey, listen to me. That's just looking to just get by.
Looking to come up in some way from a man. And there's nothing wrong with a woman looking to be provided for from a man. But I believe it's only if she's genuinely interested in the guy. This whole new modern women thing where they're just using guys for no reason. I believe a woman should be provided for, but from a man that she's truly interested in.
Everybody, you never told not one person how to go get a business from that shit, how to really go and make some real net worth from this shit. You told them how to get a cell phone and a car. A cell phone in a car, sweetie.
A cell phone, a car, an apartment.
That's not. Listen to me.
Lifestyle.
Put that shit to the side. There's a bigger picture. I mean,
I do run. I'm business minded. You know what I mean? Because I've been around these men, and so I'd have that too. But it depends on who I'm around, based on like how I talk. Like if I'm around, of course I'm gonna switch it up. Like if I'm around a CEO, I'm not gonna say nigga. Like
code switch.
No.
I'm a CEO.
You never turn.
Say whatever you want.
Listen to me. You never turn that ladylike movement off. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You want to do what you want to do behind closed doors? You do that shit.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Be real, but be who you are.
Do that shit, granted.
CEO niggas
but there's a
love
certain
ghetto
way to
bitches
speak.
too.
No, that shit only, listen, granted, but that shit only goes so far. We living in 2022.
Be who you are.
Listen,
No, that shit is not attractive at all, to be honest. Maybe to some hood motherfuckers, but that shit's not attractive.
It's for you. It's for you.
I was talking about the Donald Sterling scandal earlier, right? And how that little bitch, she had certain instructions to where he done put her in houses. I'm talking about big boy shit. Big boy allowances. This man owned the Clippers. I don't know if you remember the story. Okay? Man owned the Clippers. Okay, he had a little, you know what I'm saying? Little tight little thing. Our color, our flavor. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking with white man, older white man. Gave her everything in the world. All he told her was just don't, and he knew she was fucking with other niggas. He knows, he don't want to say it.
He told her not to but he told her not to post photos with black guys. He found that embarrassing, right? Wasn't that the main thing?
No, it wasn't just that. It was further than that. She brought the nigga to the game. And mind you, of course she's gonna have some good seats. All of his colleagues are seeing this shit. You think he don't talk about that girl to them? You think he's not trying to like pick her up? No, she had to still go do some nigga shit. She couldn't just do it right. She couldn't just follow this one instruction like Adam and Eve. You can have everything on the land. Just don't touch the apple. And the bitch always gotta go touch the motherfucking apple, man.
Always.
Don't she?
Because maybe she didn't want Adam. Maybe she didn't want him. Maybe she really did not want him. She did not care.
She wouldn't have brought that man to the game to blow the bag for her because her bag got blown. Her bunker got busted under the bunker. She gained nothing from it. The man had to sell the team. He's banned from the NBA, and that's that. Let's pick our game up some here, people. Like, for real, getting involved like that. Like, and just, the man gave one simple instruction. Don't come do some nigga shit at my white people's game.
Can I ask you a question?
Come on.
If you were invested in her career, if you got 20% of everything that she made and you're sort of calling the shots and you were directing her on what she should be doing with her time, what would you want her to be spending her time on?
First and foremost, this is just a big if. If, okay? If that was the case, I would get some IRA accounts going. Go get some real shit going to where when you spoke on, oh, mother gonna have to drag me up out the house. Why would they ever have to drag you out the house, sweetie?
He's talking about an IRA, like a Roth IRA.
When your bag is already up, think about it. You don't have to stay in none of that.
But that's a different conversation because if she gets the money from whatever her hustle, then you go put it in an account. That makes sense. You go open a restaurant.
This is a conversation. Let me get this
one.
We're
talking more street level.
Let me get this one. Granted, if your bag was already up, you wouldn't have to worry about that, but your ass was spinning it because you got comfortable. I get it. It happens. It happens when you get into them positions. Motherfuckers starting to get a bag. That shit's starting to roll in comfortably. You think this motherfucker's going to be there for the longevity.
I was still getting my own money.
And then
I wasn't spending my own money.
Nobody should ever have to drag you the fuck out of any house.
It's the principle. You're not kicking me out.
Who gives a fuck? You walking out. Be a boss.
Yeah, if I decide. They were saying
why decide? You should already know that. You should already been on the whim to want to do that.
When I'm ready to leave, I'm gonna leave, and that's
leave
that.
Because you was a boss. It don't matter. Don't get the police called on you. Let me explain something to you. When these white people,
I know what I'm gonna react to after this. The fucking Kelpie guy, the Kelpie getting fucking smacked. I don't know if I reacted to that. Maybe I did when it first came out.
Because there was something that you was talking about that I was like, you were right. See, when you're dealing with somebody that really know the business structure of it and know how to really put somebody out, see, the constable's office comes, right? They come and they don't even knock at the door. They just start drilling shit out.
Yeah, there's a big difference between a boss mindset and an employee mindset. The employee always thinks short term, always thinks about stability, always thinks about what's most comfortable and the least amount of risk. The employee never thinks like the boss. Because people always tell you, people have the employee mindset and they always tell you, oh, don't start that business. It's risky. Oh, but you want to get a job. You want to make sure you get a good resume. But what they don't understand is that in order for them to even have that job, it requires a man or a woman to have that boss mindset to be able to provide that job for them. They can't even have a job. So the employee always thinks short term.
Now, and they drill them locks out and all that shit, right? And they give you about...
I always had that fucking boss mentality, even when I worked at fucking McDonald's. I've worked plenty of restaurants. I don't work a job no more. I got my own business. But I was always like, even when I worked those shitty jobs, I always had the boss mentality. Why? Because I knew this shit is not for me. I don't think like these motherfuckers. I don't think like everyone here. I can't do this shit. And I hated it every single day of my life. So I'm done with that shit.
I want to say probably a hard 8 minutes. They give you a hard 8 minutes to grab whatever the fuck you can grab. And whatever else is in here, you can take it up in court. Don't ever embarrass yourself like that.
I mean, that was a hypothetical question. Thank God be to me. I was asked to leave.
But for you to say that spoke volumes. Shake that.
Yeah, because they was asking me like, if they told you to leave, like, no, I'm not doing what nobody told me until I'm ready to do what I want.
You was leaving like a boss already. You were never there. Why go live with the motherfucker that pays you? Stop sitting there and trying to shit where you eat.
I don't understand what you just said.
Do not
keep it strictly business.
Do not shit where you have to eat. If you're eating there, you stay far away from there. That person's not even really in your business. Have them far away from your business to when they do want to blow up, they want to do any type of weird shit that they want to do. None of your shit was compromised. None of your shit was compromised. That situation would never happen. Right or wrong. That
Yeah, she moving sloppy.
situation would never happen if you were far away. But you
that was
spoke.
hypothetical. They asked me a
Nah,
question.
fuck hypothetical.
And I replied.
This is our reality.
You not kicking. No, I replied in how I would reply. Like, but it didn't happen to me.
Well, they're not gonna have to kick you out.
It didn't happen to me.
Those constable people gonna come kick you out. I done been broke. I done been there before. I know what it's like when they come show up at your door, man. You sleep. Shit, I already knew they was coming. Had everything packed at the front door. I knew they was coming. As soon as I start hearing that drilling, well, it's time to get up. Time to get the fuck up out of here, man. I already know what it is. These people ain't playing. When somebody wants you out, there is no dragging you out. This isn't your world.
That didn't happen to
This
me.
is reality.
I still got my crib, and I got another crib too. I use that one for Airbnb now.
No.
So I make bread off that crib.
Let me give you the floor. What do you think that he doesn't get about your lifestyle or where
I
you're
mean, I
coming
think
from?
like most men who consider themselves alpha, you know, they don't like when they see women in a position where a woman could. Men, especially alpha men, they so
I just wanna
used
see
to
her winning.
they so used to respectfully manipulating, you know, women because they see us as lower in a way. And so I think that there's a lot of alpha men, they don't like when they see women who are alpha and who could match up to them. Like I could probably stand next to him.
Do you
know?
identify with that, or do you feel like when
They
you're
not-
That shit is so unattractive. The whole I'm as alpha as you. Why, as a woman, do you want to be so manly? Why do you want to be so masculine? Like, it feels nice for a woman to be feminine. I know that. And I've never been a woman. I could tell you that right now. And I'm never going to transition, okay? I know we're in 2024. But I know that a woman's natural ability is to want to feel feminine. Feel soft. Feel like her man is more masculine than her. Same way as a man. You don't want to feel feminine. You want to feel masculine.
Not
working
gonna
with a
say
woman,
yeah.
you want her to be a boss.
It's a way I'm going to say this to her. This is push hand, baby. This is push hand. If you gonna say you gonna be equal, you gonna stand up like it. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no lollygagging. It's not gonna be sitting back doing this bullshit. You're asking to get up. Listen, and I agree. Like it should be me that motivates you to want to get up and go get more, cause you see it, cause you with a boss nigga. No offense to my man in the back. I love you, church. But just you with a boss nigga, that's how you should look at it. It should make you automatically want to get up and go get the bag. Nobody should have to ask you, and nobody should have to force you out.
Yeah, but that's how I move. I don't need to be with a boss nigga to move like a boss. You get it? But my whole thing was saying when they brought up that
I thought
situation to
bosses
me,
fuck with bosses.
I could be by myself and I'm still be a boss. That's my
Then
point.
that's what
That's what I'm saying. That I don't need a man to direct me. You know, I'm already minded. My mind is already like that. I just see men as a business as well. That's part of a business that I run for myself, and you know what I mean? So, yeah.
What does your business entail to?
What you mean?
Where's it taking you?
Hey, whoever's watching right now, if you guys want, let me know. Do you guys want me to react to this? The fucking Kelpie getting fucking smacked because he was talking shit.
Women in his life.
Let me know. I'll go ahead and I'll react to this right now. Let's go back to this real quick.
Where's it gotten?
Where has it taken me?
Where have you know what I'm saying? Where have you gotten?
In regards to from where I came?
What businesses? Yeah, what businesses have you felt like you have obtained today that are genuinely in your motherfucking name and not where I go pull it up and it says Muhammad Jalalabad? I'm talking about where I can go pull up your name.
It don't matter because the money's in my name.
No.
So it don't matter if it's under.
It's if it's
Who
in
is
your
Muhammad
name.
Jalalabad?
Muhammad.
Hey, it's in your.
That don't
I'm
matter.
just saying because
But
I
the
know how
money's
this.
in my
Because I know
name.
how this shit go.
So
Let me tell you something.
It could be under anybody's
Stop.
name.
Hey, stop letting them buy it for you and you buy it yourself. Stop letting
I do that
Stop
too.
letting the trick man buy it for you.
I
Because
do
see when
that
he get
too.
mad at
But
you,
why-
right? Because
but
see when
why
he get
would you-
mad,
I
when he
don't
get
get
mad,
why-
guess what
He can take it away from you.
he do? He gonna come take that shit back when he
That
mad.
hasn't
He
happened
done
to
took
me
back.
either.
He done took back. Hey, he done took back everything, man. That he done
That
really
happened to
went
me
and
either. I
bought.
still got the apartment. That's what I
Yeah.
said.
No.
No.
You right.
The
You
car I
right.
had to bring back because the
You
lease
right.
ended, but I had it until it ended.
You got it.
So yeah, what I'm saying is, I think.
What are you saying,
I think
honestly?
I think men just don't like to see women in a position where we can get whatever we want. You know,
No.
and obviously.
I want to see you winning and respecting it, doing it the right way and
what's
not the wrong way.
And what's right? What
Not
makes it right or
GFE,
wrong?
not where the bag, not where there's a certain bag
GFE is
that
fucking.
that will make you.
Real quick, let me see. I'm gonna look up YouTube. Fresh and Fit. Because I see that the Fresh and Fit ones be getting more views. So maybe you guys want to see more of this Fresh and Fit shit. Let's see, what is let's see. The most watched live. Charleston White. Oh shit. Yeah, we gotta watch that one. All right,
GFE
bet.
is
Listen to me,
fucking
listen
for
to me,
bread.
sweetie. Hey, listen to me. Me and you both know how this game go.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't stupid. You feel me? And for you to sit there and say you already put sex in the mix by even saying, "Hey man, motherfucker, gotta eat my. Hey man, you gotta eat my pussy
That
5
was a whole
times
different
and give me the
conversa-
bag
that was a
and
whole
give me the bag."
different
But you were talking
conversation.
about fucking with people with the bag. So you telling me if this white man that you like, this older white man that you
What
like,
older
he
white
come,
man?
just
Oh,
somebody,
random, okay.
anybody, just anybody.
Donald Sterling.
Okay.
A Donald Sterling.
Muhammad Ajay.
He comes to you. He comes to you. He offer you a bag. He offer you. You know what I'm saying, he offer you something that you probably ain't used to getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he say, man, shit, let me eat your pussy. You gonna let him do it?
No, unless I genuinely like. If I genuinely like him, yes. But
But
otherwise,
them the type of people that's gonna really come bring the real bag.
all right. But I'm not. The thing
Those
is,
are
I'm
the
not- I'm
people
not-
that are gonna really
listen,
come bring
I'm
the
not
real
greedy.
bag.
I'm
Who's
not-
gonna
listen,
bring it?
I'm not greedy for money. Listen, there could be 2 lemonade
Man.
stands, 1 lemonade.
Then what are you
I'm
doing this for? You might as well retire tomorrow.
I
What
mean,
you
I
do
make
it
bread.
for?
I see
What
men
do you do this
as one
for?
as a business, and then I have other businesses
You
that I
be in
run
the
too,
strip
and that's
club,
just one of the
baby.
things that I run. Yes,
You be
I'm a
in the-
bartender.
You be in the strip club.
Yeah.
You, in which I don't know if you feature, I don't know what you do, but you be in the strip club.
I'm a
So if
bartender.
you already doing that, why be in the club? Your ass should be across the country featuring everywhere else, getting
you
paid
mean?
to do the walkthroughs in they strip clubs. That was some free game for you too, by
That's
the way.
true. I lost
That
my
was some
page-
free
I
game.
lost-
That
I
was some
lost my
free game
pages.
for you, by the way, too.
I lost my Instagram
Charlie,
pages. I feel
Church,
like if I had them.
free game for her. She need to get moving,
game
man.
is
Shit,
all fucked
why even
up
be
for
in the same
Instagram.
The game is sold, not told. He's giving it away for free.
strip
These
club?
days.
If you
Yeah,
the
that shit
shit,
is crazy.
you should be already doing the walkthroughs through other strip clubs throughout the country. They pay you to come out. You don't touch satellite 1 and satellite 2.
You seem like you're not against what she's doing with her life.
It's
you
confusing.
But you seem
He's
like you think
level
she should be
up
doing it on
more.
a bigger level.
Yeah, it's
I just
like,
want her
what?
to, hey, because you know what? Because she playing with it. Do not tell, listen to me, do not tell these girls or anybody that comes even inspiring into being in the game that that's how their shit goes. That is not the game.
By not giving up.
Cell
pussy.
phones, cars, that shit is not the game. Maybe back in the day, that shit's old school game.
So
Somebody
what's the
played
game?
you.
So what's
Somebody
the game?
played you.
So
I
what
told
is
you. I've
it?
already explained it to you. When you get with them, you don't look for cars. You don't look for cell phones. You don't look for the jewelry. You look for the property. You map out the property.
How do you get a house out of two?
Right?
Seems like a lot. You tell
Man.
me.
I mean,
Why would it ever?
I just don't
We
know.
already done talked about, listen to me, man. Like I said, the bitch that was fucking with Donald Sterling, look at her. 7, 8 properties from the man. And cars in each, every one.
There's levels
Big
to this
allowances.
shit.
There's
She's
levels.
a
And there's a
There's
level.
levels to this
And that's
shit.
the level that you have not touched
At
just
all,
yet.
baby.
So if you're going to play it for real. If you're going to talk
ain't fucking
advanced.
no old man
no,
to
if you're
get
going to
shit.
talk
Like, she
advanced,
was
be
obviously-
advanced.
the
But
people
you're
that
let
I-
whoever it was, you still not going to fuck with a
It's
broke
like
nigga.
she's an up and coming boxing champ, but you're telling her like, "Wow, you're not Mike Tyson." Because realistically, if she really had all those different houses out of that fool, and she took down his whole career by weaponizing his past
he wasn't her
racism,
first. That
goat.
she was.
goat status. That's great. I mean,
Facts, that's
she
different.
came in and just
And he
got,
wasn't her
got
first
paid.
trick.
See, those are stories that
to
get overlooked.
destroyed his life.
All we
Wow.
hear is the city girls, and yeah, it's just to break a nigga. Let's break a nigga. No, be a lady of leisure.
I mean,
And
I'm,
your
I'm
bag-
a lady,
and your
I'm a
bag
lady
will-
while I'm.
Straight up, if you're a feminine woman and you have game like that, which I'm not condoning, but you would get more out of a guy by being feminine, by being a woman who just seems like she's there to support him and be cooperative. Like a man is he's gonna want that. He's gonna crave you.
Fill
break
up.
them.
But
Right?
be
Does that count for
no.
anything?
But it's the way. But listen, even being on camera, it's the way that you come off about it. Like to me, I'm gonna be real with you. It sounds like some GFE shit to me going on.
Girlfriend experience. Talk about what's your grudge against the girl.
The bag is big enough.
Do you
the
feel
bag
like
is
that's
big
what you
enough.
provide? And
Never.
The bag is big enough and ain't nobody
Never.
gonna know. I
And
really
that's the
believe
same-
church.
and
She
that's the
gonna
same
touch it.
thing
Ain't
that I
nobody
said
turning that
snitch
shit down.
academics, he tried to
Okay,
turn me.
I don't wanna talk about
he tried-
academics. I
alright,
wanna
but he
talk
tried
about
to turn-
this.
he
speak
tried
on
to
why
turn it-
why you're mad at academics.
because
All right, we 25 minutes in. This live stream has been going for like 40 something minutes. If you guys want me to react to the rest of this, which is about an hour long, it's pretty long, comment it down below. But I want to see what Fresh and Fit has going on over here. And the most viewed one since you guys clearly like the Fresh and Fit ones, I'm going to give you guys more of what you like. So the Charleston, been drinking too much sparkling water. But the Charleston White one has the most views. You already know that motherfucker is hilarious. You already know Myron is going to have some controversial topics. So I'm going to react to that one right after this, all right? I will be right back. Let me know if you guys want me to react to the rest of this. This is my new website. It's going to be in the description down below.